What's up, YouTube? This your boy Anthony X, and I am here with my first installment of the 5-minute anime review video. This is a new series I'm going to work on. I'm going to give a 5-minute review from some of your favorite anime. I'm going to do either episodes or a whole series. For the first series of this first installment that I'm going to do, it is a beautiful anime that I just finished. It's called Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April, it features a gifted pianist, some would say a prodigy, who was pushed to the brink by his mother. When he finally gets to the point where he has a breakdown, he just stops playing piano altogether. And he rediscovers his passion after he falls in love with a violinist who teaches him to have faith and passion in music. What she does for the story is she really pushes the story forward, and she introduces my boy Arima to a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at music, because his mother drilled into him that you have to play by the book. You have to play each note the way it's written. You can't take any turns, any detours. You have to play the notes. And she shows him that enjoy your music. This music is your own and you should make it your own. And he ended up becoming a better pianist for it. It's an understatement to say I cried watching this series, because man, I felt, and just to say, this is going to be spoiler heavy. If you haven't seen Your Lie in April, you should probably check it out. It's a very amazing anime. I knew that, and let's just make sure we're saying names right. I knew Kyori was going to die. I knew it from probably the first episode, because I think it was kind of hinted that this is a girl who came into Kosei's life for a certain season. We're gonna focus on the springtime, because that's when he really meets her, and that's where he really grows as a person. It's a coming of age story, really. It's a coming of age story where we really get to see Kosei grow with his feelings, grow with being comfortable with who he is, grow as a pianist. But that's music in this. It's one of those things where it kind of drives the story forward, but if we pay attention to the underlying developments that take place, we're really seeing a young man mature and grow up, where he can kind of get over the grieving that he's doing after his mother's death. And I don't want to say get over, because I know it's a better word for that, but he's learning to accept that it happened and kind of move forward with his life. Because I feel like after his mother passed away, he wasn't able to really play the music the same way, and he tried to just go forward. As soon as his mother passed away, he tried to go to a recital, I think the next day or the next week, and he lost the sound of music. He could no longer hear it no more, understand the notes that he was playing. And it really took him through this series and through meeting Kyori and meeting Sado. And meeting Sado is where we get to know him better, and he gets to know himself better. So Sado was his mom's friend growing up, and she taught him, well, she understood that he had to teach it himself. She gave him a student who came there to sabotage him, because she was his rival sister, Nagi. And she just came to sabotage him because she wanted to try to get revenge for her brother. She helped him grow where he can understand that there's more to this music thing, and music can bring out happiness, it can bring out sadness, it can bring out your anger, it can bring out all these different emotions. And that's what he learned throughout this series. And if I just were to tell you the part I cried on, I cried when the second to last episode is titled Snow. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps even talking about this. Arima made the decision that, well, he actually didn't even want to play the recital because he thought he saw her die. He went to the hospital with Rotari, his best friend, one of his best friends. And she kind of, and I'm talking, when I say she, I'm talking about Kyori. She kind of went into a cardiac arrest situation where all the nurses and doctors had to run in to save her, and he saw her hand just go limp, and he thought she died. And that same day, the cat that brought him so much comfort, and the cat, a black cat, is like kind of a symbol in this show, because he had a pet cat, and his mom, got rid of the cat after it scratched his piano playing hands, because she was just so obsessed with wanting him to be better. In that episode titled Snow, he thought he just gave up on music. He just didn't see how he could do it anymore. He even told his piano teacher Sado, He told her that he couldn't do this anymore because music constantly brings him pain. And this is something that she noticed too when he was younger. She didn't want that for him. She wanted him to have happiness, but she also knew that piano playing and music brought him so much pain and misery and sorrow. Even in sorrow, that's something that's another like key point in this show. But he didn't want to play, and they made a promise. Kosei, Arima, and Kyori made a promise that he's going to move forward with that recital, and she's going to get this surgery to try to save her life. The beautiful moment of this show is when he finally made that decision where he was going to play her in the recital. He was playing in the recital. He's playing. I'm crying. All of a sudden, he senses Kyori's spirit. And you see this look on his face. You see this expression where he knew at that moment he lost her. He knew that she passed away at that moment. I'm getting goosebumps even talking about this. And she's playing one final song with him. One final hurrah, right? They get to finally play together one last time, and he's at the height of his musical genius. She's at the height of her musical genius, and it ends. And once that song ends, he knew. Once he saw her spirit leave, he knew that he lost Kyori. It was just such a beautiful moment. This show is everything I like about storytelling in general, because you see the moment of growth for young Arima. His dad is never home. His mom passed away. His other best friend, Tsubaki's in love with him, and he doesn't even notice it, and she doesn't either. It's just a beautiful love story. It's a beautiful, beautiful love story. And it's a love story that will never grow because she had an illness, and they could never be in love. He loved her, she loved him, but they couldn't be together. And the only thing that he has, and the piece of him that he has of her, is the piece of his music that will constantly live in his heart. 10 out of 10, amazing show. We'll watch again, we'll recommend. This was seriously one of the best, most heartfelt shows that I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of shows. I will recommend it. I don't even know how to, because this was such a beautiful anime and such a heartfelt anime. I don't even want to just go into just being hype after this. I feel like I need to go cry. I want to play the piano after this. But thank y'all for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the post notifications button so you always know when I'm posting. I will say that this is going to be a new series that I continue on this channel where I do 5-minute snippets of anime, shows, movies, and it's either going to be the whole series or the episode. But thank y'all for supporting. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.